Do the thing. The Angry Grant Show, everybody. Excuse me while I get into the most of this movie. Excuse me, rather, while I get into the mindset of this movie. Whoa! I like titties. I like blood. Fuck this movie. Alright. Angry Grant Show, everyone. Welcome to the Angry Grant Show. Be professional. This movie. This isn't even going to be fun tonight. This is just going to make it just... Ooh, I have to relive this horribleness again. I hope you'll appreciate what I do for you. I really hope you appreciate it. Hi, everyone. I saw this movie in a theater. A packed theater. Hi, everyone. Fine, be professional, Grant. Be professional. So, Winnie the Pooh, blood and honey, blood in my stool, Winnie the Pooh, shit, terrible shit, awfulness, was directed by no one. No, but it was, handy-cammed in the backyard of Reese Frake Waterfield. I can't even... This guy's name is even ridiculously hard to pronounce. Look. You know what this is. Do I really need to do a formal review for this? Fine, I'll be a professional. Well, before we begin the actual plot synopsis, let's talk about why this little piece of shit exists in the first place. Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain. There's your description. That's literally all that it is. Winnie the Pooh's in the public domain, which means that it can be made into this terrible slasher movie. And when I say being made, I mean being shat out in a weekend, probably at this guy's house, with the same free editing software I used to make this very video. That's right, people. I could have made this movie. Literally. Okay. Winnie the Pooh, a.k.a. a hillbilly wearing a freaking Johnny Brock's Halloween dungeon mask and overalls, and Piglet the same, become feral because Christopher Robin goes off to college and abandons them. He comes back 5 years later. His girlfriend's killed. He's abducted, spoilers by the way, and tortured with Eeyore's tail. How cute. He's whipped. Eeyore's tail. And then, basically, the reason that this is a Winnie the Pooh horror film stops, and we have these blank slate women who all look exactly the same, and who, I'm sorry, I mean this without misogyny, I mean this genuinely, might as well be, all be called boobies. Because that is literally all they are. Their characters are defined by the fact that they have tits. That is the only thing about them. They come in, they're going for a girls' weekend, and they are brutally murdered by Winnie the Pooh. And Christopher Robin occasionally shows up to remind us this is supposed to be Winnie the Pooh. Look, this movie, the fact that it's Winnie the Pooh doesn't have any bearing on this film. This is a stupid slasher movie that is just banking off of the fact that this character is in the public domain. But beyond any of that, I'm not offended because it's a Winnie the Pooh horror film. I welcome this movie, quite frankly. I welcomed the idea of doing something kind of warped and funny like this. But this wasn't even fun bad. This was just shit. Like, this was like the most inept movie I've ever seen. And I'm going to try to keep it within the ratings, but I feel the need to break down every reason this movie is terrible. First and foremost, these characters are the dumbest characters ever. Like, everybody I've said that to before, you can rest easy. You're not as dumb as these characters. There is a girl. There's a scene where she is murdered in a pool by Piglet. She has ample time to leave that shit. And she stands there just... Should I run? Should I run? Should I run? Oh, I guess I should just keep standing here. Oh, I'm dead now. Like, scenes are stretched. I would say that different scenes in this movie altogether, like, different scenes, like, I can't even make words. Scenes that aren't the same scene stretched out in this movie, if you actually took it, like, just all on their own, 35 minutes. the movie's 90 minutes, and so they literally just stretch every scene, like, reaming this towel until it's just completely dry as the desert of just every scene. It is laughable. You could drive to frickin' Michigan in the time it takes to have a scene end in this movie. And everybody dies except Christopher Robin. Like, there's no reason to care about any of these women. They're just dispatched, and it's misogynistic and gross. And again, like, tits! Like, that's what this movie's about. There's a 4-minute chunk of time of the movie where literally there is a character who is thrown into a wood chipper, who is a female character. And for good measure, what does Pooh do? Rip! Tits. And just... But then, we're not done, because 30 seconds later, Instagram model friend. A 45-second scene of taking the perfect selfie, wearing next to nothing. Then lead girl wakes up, wearing next to nothing. And then is shown in bed, wearing next to nothing. We get it, dude! Tits! Like, I'm a guy, I like tits as well as I say. That's not... You can't base a whole movie off of tits! It is impressive you directed this movie, probably because you were only using one hand, but, like, still, dude, like, move on. The kills in this movie are terrible because they're you can't see anything. There's no lighting on this movie. There's absolutely... The lighting in The Devil's Conspiracy looks like the freaking last scenes of The Truman Show compared to it. It's terrible. It looks awful. And then the blood is Adobe After Effects, but I could make that blood effect on here if I wanted to. I can't believe this movie's in a theater. Like, I know it's for one night, it's a Fathom, whatever. This movie was so bad I made friends. Like, there's two complete strangers. If you're on my TikTok, there are these two guys who were strangers to me until a few hours ago, who were on the first reactions because we spent 15 minutes after this movie talking about every ways that it sucked together because we couldn't believe it. This movie, there are continuity errors in this movie where characters will say, there's a character named Zoe, who is, she's the one who's killed in the pool. And then her girlfriend, I guess, they sort of make it seem like maybe they're a couple, but they never... Their plot points are just dropped in this movie. Like, the reason that she's going on this girl's trip is to get over the fact that a guy broke into her house and tried to rape her. Like, that's fucked up. But then the thing is, the movie doesn't really give her any kind of character because she just is killed by Pooh anyway. So there's no, like, meaningful reason for that to be there. It's just it's just for... Other than to just be disgusting and awful. And then... But after that, like... But then there's this couple, and we only know because there's, like, two scenes where they kind of mention, like, that she made up the room for her, and they say, I love you. And then she comes to, she's unconscious. She comes to, they're rescuing her, or trying to anyway. She goes, where's Zoe? I should point out, she saw her die, like, scenes earlier, and then, where's Zoe? And then later she goes, like, not 3 or 4, like, not 10 seconds later, Zoe's dead, you guys. I saw it. I saw her die. Then why'd you ask where she was? And then it's the same later. There's a woman who, I guess, they never establish who this woman is, but she's been tortured basically within an inch of her life by Pooh and Piglet and is chained up. She says, and I should mention, in this animation that starts this movie, they have a little animated segment, they establish that Pooh and Piglet and the rest of the gang, who I guess... They became feral, they ate Eeyore to survive, and then essentially what happened was they had made a vow of silence. They never spoke after that. Okay, fair enough. They go to rescue this woman, and she says, he's like, have you communicated with any of these guys? And I'm like, no. I mean, I tried to. They speak broken English. I'm like, wait a second, wait a second. And then, again, not 10 seconds later, we need to figure this out. We need to go ask them what they want. And like, don't bother. They don't speak. Then why did you say they speak broken English? Like, it's broken English is speaking. I can't do this, man. This movie broke me. Clearly. Guys, I'm going to say this is the worst film I've ever seen. Yeah, there is... You win. Winnie the Pooh, blood and shit, you win. I cannot believe I sat and watched this in a movie theater with other people, a packed theater, and when it was over, I kid you not, this guy below me, no one was having this. Everyone was laughing at this. The guy down, people were being rowdy about it. The guy a few rows down yelled out, "You ruined my childhood!" And then I literally stood up and said, "Should I do it, Ryan?" I turned to my friend Ryan, I'm like, "Should I do it?" He goes, "Yeah, you should." I said, like, "Fuck you!" Like, out loud, like, "Fuck this movie." And then the guy yelled back, like, "Yeah, what that guy said! Fuck this movie!" And I said, "Oh, fucking bother!" And people cheered, like, dude, this movie... The audience was kind of the only thing that made this movie kind of work at all. This movie is awful. Never see this movie. Ever, 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 ever. Fuck Winnie the Pooh button, honey. In fact, do what I said on Twitter. Fuck this movie. Fuck it up its willy-nilly silly old ass. The flaming middle finger of kindness. Just absolute... Fuck this movie. Just really, just to eternity. Just worst movie ever. There. That is it. We're done. Trailer trash none. It was a Fathom event. Was there shawarma? Graphics throughout the credits. And it said Winnie the Pooh will return. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Alright. That's it. We're done. Sorry I got angry. It is that kind of day. We'll be back tomorrow for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Of an Age, unless I get embargoed. Sharper is also going to be this weekend. Cocaine Bear is next week. Jesus Revolution is next week. We have a Ghost. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, and the Sundance View. That'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, Class Dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment if you don't say Grant. I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me also reviews, listen to other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raising Popcorn with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raise Grant. Find me on Facebook, Raising Popcorn with Grant. Serialized, I'm all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? Did you like the movie? How could you? But did like Austin did. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I ran into my buddy Austin. He says, "Did you like it?" And I said, "Go fuck yourself." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Really?" I'm like, "Don't talk to me." Yeah. Did you like the movie? Hate the movie? Think everything's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. Austin genuinely liked it, which amazes me. I think he's trolling. But anyway, comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, remember, popcorn, make that extra butter. Bye.